What is going on, everybody? Still feeling a little under the weather, but instead of a chest congestion, it is sinus congestion. But hasn't stopped me. Gonna try and go to the gym, sweat it out a little. Sweat it out a little yesterday. Probably why I feel a lot better today. Gonna try and sweat it out today also. Plus, get back into my regimen of working out and everything. Still eating healthy, thank God. Still eating healthy. I remember back in the day when I used to get sick, I'd want to eat unhealthy and everything. So yeah. I put my water. Thought I had my water close by. It's all right, but I told you I was going to start doing more videos, just talking about life and everything. And this one's just about trusting the process. And sorry, Uber's like sniffing my leg, trying to bug me. But trusting the process. Most of y'all know I'm doing acting now. Have been doing acting for about a year and a half. Done background in some big movies. Been on some TV shows. Got a couple TV shows, crime reenactment shows that I'll be on. One where I'm the main victim, so I'm like the star of the show. But I've just been sort of burned out on it. I've just seen a lot of people I know, a lot of these people, they'll stab each other in the back, or they'll do something shady to somebody or something, just for what? Just to be a little bit on top of something that's, the reason I do this, I do it for fun. I've always loved acting, always wanted to do it, and I do it for fun. I mean, I don't make good money doing this yet, at least. And I mean, it's not like I'm postered everywhere, in New York or whatever. It's just, I do it for fun. I like to create things. I like to create characters, and I like to see people that create their own stuff. But one thing I've learned is I've had to learn to trust the process, and, not just rush into things, not rush into things, or just, do whatever. And, a lot of folks, this incorporates into just anything in life. You can't just expect instant results, even though we live in an instant gratification society. I mean, you have to trust the process. It takes hard work, takes discipline. Just because you see certain people get stuff instantly, doesn't mean everybody does. And you have to remember, some of these people are either, selling their souls, or they're cheating people out of stuff, they're Ponzi scheming people, type of people. So, I mean, you can't just go by what you see on social media, but it's just trusting the process. It's just having faith in God, or if you're not a religious person or a person of faith, it's just having, trust in the universe, that, the results will come. I mean, one of the things that I'm grateful for, even though I've had a rough life growing up, I was never, never was really daddy's money growing up, or, never married into somebody who was like rich. I've been, grateful to learn a lot of stuff. I've been grateful to, every time I work hard for something, I can't speak because of this cold. Every time I have worked for something, I've worked hard for something, that accomplishment has been so much more satisfying than something that has been handed to me. Because I've been handed small things before, but I mean, there's no satisfaction as, in, accomplishing something that you've worked hard for. It's just like when somebody goes to the gym, I'll go to the gym and I'll work out, and I'm not at the body type I want. I'm getting there, and that's my goal for this year. But I also see these guys who are completely jacked, and I think to myself, one, they're cheating themselves, out of life, because of their, with their health. But two, they're cheating themselves out of that accomplishment of, hey, I did this by working hard, by dieting, by lifting weights, and not instant gratification. So yeah, it's just trusting the process, and just trusting the process and believing. And if people are not going to stick by you, I mean, that's just life. I have people that don't want to work with me, and that's okay. I have a mentality, and a lot of people know, where it's like, it's their loss. When you have a it's their loss mindset, it's gonna just excel you to a different point in life, or, hey, it would be nice if they, would work with me, or they'd be with me, or they'd be my friend. But if they don't want to, hey, that's their choice. But, it's their loss. Because when, I succeed and I excel, which I know I will, I won't be there. I mean, you can't sit. One second. Boys. Sorry. That's what happens when you got dogs. And an open window. But I mean, it comes down to, I have a philosophy. I have a lot of philosophies, but one is like, you either have three spots in my life. You're either on the sidelines, supporting me. You're in the bleachers cheering or booing me, or you're in my corner supporting me. And, depending on where you are in life, once I win that championship, I'm either going to hold your arm up with me because you did it with me, or I'm just going to casually glance at you into the bleachers and look away, It's just that simple. But I mean, I'm trusting the process, and, I know a lot of you are struggling. A lot of you are, ready to give up, ready to just call it quits. But I mean, trust the process. It's going to take some time, and you may not have results today, tomorrow, months from now, even years from now. But, you're going to have those results. I can't speak. You're going to have results. You just got to keep at it and keep with it, and, know that there's really no shortcuts. It's just hard work and dedication and consistency, and, you'll get there. But anyways, been talking a little too long, and I want to get to the gym, try and sweat a little bit more. This cold out, so, figure out a way to end these intro or outros. I'll figure some catchy catchphrase or something. But until then, yeah.